Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and healthy. Today we are going to start chapter 7 and its name is Transport and Communication. Before going deep into the chapter 7, it's very important to know about the terms of transport and communication. So let's see this. First is transport. So what is transport? So basically transport take or carry goods and people from one place to another by means of vehicle, aircraft or ship, etc. So what is transport? Transport is basically used to carry people or goods from one place to another by the means of transport like vehicle, aircraft, ship, railway, etc. Second most important term here is communication. So what is communication? Communication is means of sending and receiving information such as telephone and computers. Communication क्या है? Basically communication कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन जब सेंडिंग और रिसीविंग स्टेट में होगा, कोई इंफॉर्मेशन सेंड हो रही है या रिसीव हो रही है विद द हेल्प ऑफ टेलीफोन और कंप्यूटर और विद एनी अदर डिवाइस, सो दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड कम्युनिकेशन. ऑलराइट, नाउ हिस्ट्री ऑफ द एवोल्यूशन ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट. So when we look at the back, we come to know that in ancient times people in caravans move from one place to another. In ancient times, people move in caravan from one place to another by using their animals or anything. As time passes, people move on through animal-driven carts, which they found easy to carry goods and people. However, in 19th century, there was a breakthrough of technology, which had seen by the world. So from there onwards, steam engine or motor vehicles were utilized by the whole world. If we move further, then we came to know that technology becomes advanced day by day and we are in an era of 21st century. Everything is so technical, so advanced, so developed. Like in just 2 centuries, railway, ships, aircraft is commonly being used on daily basis. Alright, so these are the pictures of means of transport, in which you can see that the caravan, animal driven craft, animal driven cart, railway, bicycle, then the means of transport developed, and here we have cars, ships, aeroplane, helicopter, etc. So here this is the chart of transportation, in which you get to know that on land what kind of transport we are using, on water, in the air what kind of transport we are using to move people or goods from one place to another. So on land, cars, trucks, motorcycle, bus, train, and here one thing is missing, bicycle. So these all are the things that we use on land or on road to transport material or goods or people from one place to another. And when it comes in water, we come to know that submarine, motorboat, sailboat, ship and tugboat, these all are the kind of boat or ships that we are using for the transportation of goods and people. Now in the air we have helicopter, hot air balloon, jet, rocket, blimp. So these all are the transportation items that we are commonly using nowadays. Alright, so as you know that land is the oldest means of transport and is considered the lifeline of a society. So just think that why roads are considered the lifeline of a society. Just think that why they are considered the lifeline of a society. because roads are essential for trading between towns, cities and even countries. क्वेश्चन ये था और सोचना आपको ये है कि क्यों रोड जो है वो लाइफ लाइन है सोसाइटी की। तो इसका आंसर ये है क्योंकि रोड्स जो हैं वो ज़्यादा कन्वीनियंट हैं for the transportation of goods and services from one place to another, like between towns or between cities or even between countries. Road is a very appropriate way, it is a very convenient way to transport the material like goods and services from one part of the region to another part. Alright, so do remember one thing, that we are talking about trade by land, we are talking about land transport, and it's very important to discuss road transport here. Alright, it's very important because हमें पता है कि रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट जब से डेवलप हुआ है और जब से इनिशिएट हुआ है तो हमने देखा कि स्टोनी रोड्स पहले थी। एंशियंट टाइम्स में लोग स्टोनी रोड्स बनाया करते थे। स्टोन्स से जो रोड बनती होती थी वो बहुत इरेगुलर होती थी। फिर एज टाइम पासेस डे बाय डे विद द हेल्प ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी रोड्स जो है वो एडवांस होती गई। अभी आपने देखा कि अभी जो रोड्स बन रही हैं वो बहुत ज़्यादा एडवांस होती हैं। अब हाईवेज़ पे आप रोड्स देखते हैं, आप मोटरवेज़ की रोड्स देखते हैं, तो दे आर मच मोर एडवांस्ड और मच मोर डेवलप्ड देन द रोड्स ऑफ एंशिएंट टाइम्स। ऑलराइट, so just think that why road transport is regarded as more convenient in transporting goods. Why it is so convenient? Just think about this. Alright, for me, the goods can be loaded directly from the factory and delivered at the destination, at the correct destination. तो road transport basically convenient इसीलिए है for the transportation of goods कि जो goods अगर let's suppose कोई factory है, ठीक है, अगर वहाँ से कोई गुड्स उठा के वहाँ से कोई मटेरियल उठा के मार्केट तक पहुँचाना है तो अब फैक्ट्री के लिए ऑब्वियसली वहाँ से रेलवे का तो सिस्टम बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपेंसिव भी होगा और उसको डिफ़िकल्ट भी होगा उसको इंस्टॉल करना। इसी तरह एयरक्राफ्ट भी उसके लिए बहुत बड़ी स्पेस चाहिए, वो भी एक्सपेंसिव है और बहुत टाइम टेकिंग है। इसी तरह अगर वहाँ पे रोड्स होंगी और वहाँ पे अगर रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट का सिस्टम है तो बहुत ईजीली बाय कार, बाय ट्रक, बाय लॉरी किसी भी तरीके से वहाँ से गुड्स को डायरेक्ट फैक्ट्री से उठा के उसकी डेस्टिनेशन या मार्केट्स तक लेके जाया जा सके। दैट्स वाई रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट इज़ रिगार्डेड एज द मोर कन्वीनियंट ट्रांसपोर्ट इन ट्रांसपोर्टेड गुड्स। Okay students, here I have a graph which is also given in your book on page 35, which clearly shows that how different forms of transport in Pakistan have changed since 1990 to 2006. Like in 1990, about 25 lakh cars and motorbikes were on the roads. Alright, 25 lakh cars and motorbikes were on the road, which increased to almost 50 lakh. Alright, which increased to 50 lakh in 2006. Here you can see this is the bar of 2006 and this is the bar of 1990. This increase in the number of trucks rather slow. So this blue bar shows trucks and buses and the red line shows cars and motorbikes. So the use of trucks and buses comparatively slow than the use of cars and motorbikes here. Now move towards the next graph. Here we can see that this graph shows the development of roads, highways and the railways. So this blue line shows road, red line shows highway, and in this graph yellow line shows railway, and it starts from 1990 towards till 2006. So in this you can see that there is an increase in the distance covered by roads from 80,000 km to almost 100,000 km, and whereas railway, so this red line shows railway, it's not railway, it's highway. So the highway doubled from 80,000 It starts from 80,000 and move towards 1,60,000 kilometer. Alright, and here you can see this yellow line shows continuous decline of railway. So the railway system in the subcontinent set up by the British, they laid tracks. So they laid tracks and connected people from west to east and north to south. Thus, they provide safe transport and moving cargo. At independence, Pakistan had an effective railway system, although it was given fewer engines and carriages. Railways were developed further in 50s and 60s, but with construction of highway and the use of road transport for goods and people, the railway were neglected. So हुआ क्या था रेलवे के साथ कि इसको ब्रिटिश सब कॉन्टिनेंट में, अब सब कॉन्टिनेंट वो इलाका था जब पाकिस्तान और इंडिया इकट्ठे थे. पाकिस्तान के इंडिपेंडेंस से पहले वो जो पूरा का पूरा रीजन था वो सब कॉन्टिनेंट था. वहाँ पे जो क्राउनिंग पावर थी वो ब्रिटिशर्स की थी, तो ब्रिटिशर्स ने वहाँ पे सबसे पहले रेलवेज़ को सेट किया था. अब सेट करने के बाद जिन एरियाज़ को उन्होंने आपस में कनेक्टेड किया था वो ईस्ट और वेस्ट के एरियाज़ थे एंड नॉर्थ एंड साउथ के एरियाज़, वहाँ पे उन्होंने ट्रैक्स लगाए थे. फिर हमें ये देखने को मिला कि पाकिस्तान के पास बेसिकली इनिशियली इफेक्टिव रेलवे सिस्टम था आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस, लेकिन बहुत कम इंजन्स और कैरेजेस थे. जैसे 50s और 60s का एरा आता है तो हम ये देखते हैं कि हाईवेज़ की कंस्ट्रक्शन हुई. इसके बाद रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट बहुत ज़्यादा पॉपुलर हो गया फॉर द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफ गुड्स एंड पीपल. तो इसमें द रेलवेज़ वर नेग्लेक्टेड and therefore the current situation of the railways in Pakistan is not very encouraging because of the popularity of road transportation. Let's move on to graph, in which you can see that there is a remarkable increase in the number of passengers. So this is the graph. First graph is of passengers and the second graph is of freight. So in which you can see that there is a remarkable increase in the number of passengers as well as in the number of freight. So here the blue bar shows road and this orange bar shows rail, and in the graph of freight it is the same, that the blue bar shows road and the orange or red bar shows rail. So here the word freight needs explanation. Basically, goods transported in bulk by truck, train, ship or aircraft means freight. Freight उस चीज़ को कहते हैं कि जब goods जब ट्रांसपोर्ट करने होते हैं लेकिन वो बहुत ज़्यादा अमाउंट में होते हैं और वो ट्रांसपोर्ट की जाते हैं बाई ट्रक, बाई ट्रेन और बाई शिप और बाई एयरक्राफ्ट, तो वो फ्रीट होता है. ठीक है, जब कोई भी गुड्स बहुत लार्ज अमाउंट में किसी भी मीन्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट के थ्रू ट्रांसपोर्ट किया जाता है तो वो फ्रीट होता है. So transport is more rapid on roads rather than rail, and transportation by trucks and containers is more convenient. तो हमने देखा कि रोड का जो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है वो बहुत ज़्यादा पॉपुलर है और बहुत ज़्यादा रैपिड है एज़ कम्पेयर टू रेल. So here the blue bar shows the increase in the use of road in the case of passengers as well as in the case of freight. So if we talk about it, okay students, if we talk about its importance, then we come to know that railways were the first mass of transit means of transport, which is now declining. Here transit means if people or things are in transit, they are traveling or being taken from one place to another. Transit is basically used another word for a transport. So transport means moving people or goods from one place to another, and transit means that moving people or things for traveling from one place to another. Alright, the thing that why it is declining, as we have already discussed, that railways are declining. The use of railway is so much declining nowadays because of the popularity of road transport. So why it is declining so far? For me, it is more expensive to maintain and build and build. It is more expensive to maintain and build, though travel by rail is cheaper. अब इसकी वजह क्या है इसके डिक्लाइन की? एक तो ये कि रेलवेज़ का जो पूरा सिस्टम है वो इंस्टॉल करना बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है। इसके अलावा इसको मेंटेन करना, इसको बिल्ड करना अलग से एक एक्सपेंस है और इट टेक्स लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम। दो ट्रैवल बाय रेल इज़ चीपर। अगर हम लोग ट्रैवल करें रेल पे तो वो चीपर है एज़ कम्पेयर टू अदर मीन्स ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट लाइक कार, बस, ट्रक, शिप, एयरक्राफ्ट एट्सेट्रा। And however, in Japan and France, the latest trains can travel for hour at 350 km/h speed. Today, passengers do not prefer to travel on train, but good trains are still important for carrying heavy loads such as stone, coal, iron ore. अगर हम रिसेंटली जापान और फ्रांस में देखें तो जो लेटेस्ट ट्रेन्स हैं उस पर पैसेंजर्स जब ट्रैवल करते हैं तो वो उसकी स्पीड तकरीबन 350 km/h है। और इसी तरह हम लोग देखें पैसेंजर्स जो हैं वो इन पाकिस्तान नॉर्मली ट्रेन को प्रेफर नहीं करते, वो रेलवे सिस्टम को प्रेफर नहीं करते, लेकिन अभी भी यहाँ पे इन पाकिस्तान गुड्स ट्रेन जो है, जो ट्रेन फ्रीट्स लेके जाती है, जो गुड्स को कैरी करती है, वो फिर भी बहुत ज़्यादा पॉपुलर है। क्योंकि अगर आपने हैवी लोड्स करना है, अगर आपने कोई स्टोन, कोल, आयरन और वगैरह में से कोई एक मिनरल का बहुत बड़ी जो लार्ज अमाउंट है वो कैरी करना है तो उसके रेलवे सिस्टम जो है वो बेस्ट है। ऑलराइट, सो दैट्स फॉर टुडे। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर लिसनिंग।